about happiness in Africa. Savannah, Savannah. We are distinct, we are focused, we deliver top-notch news in Savannah. Equitable reporting, without fear or favor. Savannah. To set positive change to us and our environment is our aim. Savannah. Tune in and watch Savannah News TV. We are live. Savannah News TV. Our CEO Prince Radekonde Oluchimi Chapa Savannah News TV. Then here they are a living witness. Keep watching Savannah. Savannah News TV. Like and subscribe to our page on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter at Savannah News TV.
Yeah, good morning from here, my viewers across the globe, across the world. We are here back again this morning on burning issues about our country, Nigeria. And we are bringing on board a comrade, a lawyer, an activist, and a public affairs commentator in person of Comrade Allen Sowore. I'm sure you know about Sowores. They have activism running in their blood. And I'm bringing on board a comrade, an articulated human being, a good analyst, a political affairs analyst, and a strategist. Welcome on board, Comrade Allen Sowore. Comrade Allen Sowore, good morning from here. I'm sure it's good evening from there in Nigeria. I'm sure it's past 3 o'clock over there in Nigeria. It's just 30 minutes past 9 in the morning here in the city of Toronto, Canada. Yes, comrade, we are bringing you back again to the studio due to popular demand, and we have promised our viewers that we are bringing you again to throw more light on some issues in our dear state, Ondo State, and in Nigeria in general. Good morning, comrade.
Good morning in USA, Canada, Toronto specifically. Good evening, Nigeria. Good evening, people of Ondo State. It's good to be here again.
Thank you, comrade. Comrade, please, I'm hearing some noise from your background. Is it your phone that is on? Can you help us silence it? It's echoing back into our studio here.
No, there's no noise here. No noise here.
Oh, really? But is your phone close to you there, comrade?
No, all my phones are on silent.
Maybe you check it again. I'm hearing, we are hearing, okay. I think it's okay now. It's okay now. Okay, comrade. On to the business of the day. We want to still discuss the issue of our dear state, Ondo State. First of all, my question to you. For the past 4 years, now that the Governor Rotimi Akeredolu has been administering the state for almost some few months now, with 4 commissioners since 24 February 2021. How will you assess his performance so far? You know, he has been operating with 4 commissioners, close to a year now, and he has just been an appointment of new ones. But before now, how will you assess his performance so far?
Thank you, Mr. Jaff, and I must commend you for the good work that you are doing for your state, in spite of the fact that you have escaped from this regime.
The wars will continue. The wars will continue. You can see me in my camouflage. You are still fighting the war.
Governor Rotimi has been in the saddle close to 5 years now.
Oh. This is Nigeria. It seems to have Nigerian problem. The network is out, but I'm sure it's still coming back. Sorry, viewers, that is Nigerian situation. It's like we lost Allen, but he's coming back. Okay, Allen is back. Allen is back now. You are off air initially.
Yeah.
We are listening.
So the second leg, that is the first year in his second time. It's 9 months ago now with just 4 commissioners. And the argument of our own Arakuni has always been that there is no resources to make more appointment, the overhead is heavy, the state is broke. So one would have expected that having just 4 commissioners with lean salaries and allowances for the commissioners, that would have done something extraordinarily, or at least hasten the development, the general welfare of the good people of Ondo State. But I can tell you, the reverse is the case. The first 9 months of the second term of Rotimi Akeredolu, I want to tell you with sincerity of a child and the boldness of a lion, is full of woe, underdevelopment, anguish, pain, and unilateral decision. I can tell you, last time I traveled, I was discussing with my friends. Somebody was saying, how are your children? Are you not going to have more? I said, even if I want to have more children, I'm considering maybe not this tenor. And that is the decision of the majority of people. People are afraid, women are afraid to be pregnant because the mother and child hospital is no more. Where our women just work home, have health services free. Now there is no generator there. Just before we left the government, I had a very terrible experience. The then former deputy governor asked me to go and check on a pregnant woman in mother and child and see her situation. When I got there, the woman was already being penciled down for operation. And the doctors, the hospital attendant, they were all like excited to see me as a political appointee. They were happy. And they wanted to attend to my patient. That is the person I went to see. They wanted to operate on her all alone. And then as I saw other women that are pregnant, they're not going to attend to them. There were 9 other pregnant women. They said, okay, we don't have diesel to power the bigger generator that can carry the AC. And we cannot perform operation on pregnant women in the theater with just ceiling fan or standing fan. I said, can you tell me more? They said that's their situation, that they don't have enough money to buy diesel. And I put a call to the deputy governor who sent me there. Deputy governor said, if you bought generator now, then again they will say that it's so ambitious. How do we not do it? We have to buy diesel for all the 9 pregnant women. But I'm telling you, as I'm telling you now, that situation was even still better because as we speak now, mother and child does not even have a generator. The state's general hospital is not functioning. It's now a construction site. They are doing as if contract, endless contract there. It's just to draw its responsibility. The education sector completely taken away from the ordinary people who can send his or her word to the Ondo University of Medical Sciences at the rate of 2.4 million. I can tell you, my mother, I don't think my mother has ever seen 2.4 million naira in her lifetime. I'm not making it up. But she was able to send some of us to school. My father's salary in her entire life was 30,000 naira, even as a headmaster. And I'm very sure now in Ondo State, an average headmaster or teacher or people or workers, civil servant in grade level 14, 30, will be around 90,000 or let's say 100,000 in 1 year. That would be 1.2. So where is a son of teacher or a teacher going to get 2.4 million to go to the state-owned university? Mr. Jao, this is not the legacy of our forefathers. Ajazi did not do this. Adefarati did not do this. In fact, when I was in Ajazi University, I got scholarship of 50,000 naira. This present government does not pay salary, does not pay scholarship for students. Every social services cancelled. The school shuttle bus, the free shuttle buses for secondary school instituted by Mimiko has been cancelled. If you go through Abadesda Road now, around 2 p.m., when students from Vasari are coming out, students from St. Matthias Secondary School, when they are coming out, you will cry for Ondo State. The student will be stranded. These are the issues. So the first 9 months of the second time is full of sorrow, anguish, crying, failure, job alone, family empire, award. The only thing we see in Ondo State today is that they said the wife of the governor is going to be giving the best governor's wife award. How many governor wives can she compete with? Is it the wife of Dr. Mimiko and a miracle woman? Is it the wife of Adefarati, Mama Adeditu, or the wife of Agadu, the refined, highly educated woman of high virtue? I don't know who she's competing with. So where do they get the Phantom Award? What's yardstick?
Yeah. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, comrade. You have just analyzed the 9 months of Governor Rotimi Akeredolu of Ondo State. And you, before that 9 months, there have been 4 years of his governance in that same state. And you are a major player in that government, including your boss, who was the deputy governor of the state. Won't we or people say that you people are part of the problem for the 4 years of Akeredolu administration? You just mentioned you went to Mother and Child during the tenure of the deputy governor, His Excellency Agbola Ajayi. He was in charge of affairs. Agbola Ajayi was the governor for almost 3 years before they parted. Why did it take you guys, you and the deputy governor, so long before you got the rhythms, before you now realize that if Akeredolu is not doing the right thing? Is it because you people are not enjoying the largeness of his administration that prompted you guys to part way with him, or was it afterthought? That's the question. What are you going to say about that?
Thank you very much. I'm happy with this question because that is the fundamental question, and I will give you the fundamental answer and a very clear analysis of events that lead to the pathway. You know, even in marriage, even when you marry a wife and you discover that this woman is no longer compatible with your ideas and values, you know, you have to seek for a divorce. Now, the mistake, let me quickly correct the mistake. I was essay to the governor. I was not essay to Agbola Ajayi. I was essay to the governor, and I had the opportunity to continue with him. But I discovered that at a point when he increased the tuition fee of Adekunle Ajasi University, Akunba Akoko, I vehemently disagree with him. But you know, he was my boss. I can only disagree with him. And if you follow, I did not make any comment, even when I was put under pressure to write to support that. I did not make any comment. I said, no, I cannot write. I cannot justify this skyrocketed tuition fee of my alma mater. Now coming to the deputy governor. The deputy governor sees governance as service to humanity. Akeredolu sees governance as business. This is the fundamental difference, and that is why they have to part ways. And if you want to be sincere and you follow it, you will see that since Agboola Ajayi left this government, there has been some kind of lack of human face to policies and program of the government. Some people were saying Agboola is the problem. Agboola was in charge. Now that Agboola is not in charge, how come those said is not talked to Eldorado? Agboola Ajayi was at least trying to tell him that, Oga, this is the position. This is what we should do. Oga, you know he's the deputy governor. He can only advise. But I get to a point that you cannot just continue to pretend as if everything is well. Of course, Agboola Ajayi had the opportunity even to continue under him as deputy governor. But he opted out and said no. And he offered himself. So that he will be able to tell the people that this is what I have seen. And he was able to articulate that during the campaign. He told the people in Ore that, do you want us to continue on this government of father, mother, and the children? The people said no. So, for instance, if Agboola Ajayi had continued with him, you cannot come and blame him. But we have interacted with him, we understand him, we know him. Everything to Akeredolu is business, provided the venture, the ministry is not coming up or coming back at the end of every month to deliver IGR. You can go to hell. Provided you are not ready to come and tell him that we have made 1 billion IGR, no money. So, whereas it shouldn't be. Governance is service to humanity. It's the administration of the collective wealth of the people for the benefit of the people. It's not for the benefit of the few. Look, recently, he just purchased another Lexus bulletproof. You can Google it. That vehicle is about 180 million. He bought two, the latest 2020 model. If you put this in Adekunle Ajayi University, you don't have to increase the tuition fee. So here we are talking about people who don't have empathy. If you put that into mother and child, it will buy two new, maybe 15 kVA generator or whatever the capacity that the hospital will need. And it will pay some version of the hospital for 10 months. But Arakuni does not care, provided that his vehicles are new, provided that the tires are rolling, provided that the security are there, provided that his family's interests are protected, provided that the forestry resources of Ondosi are in the hand of his son. He doesn't care. He doesn't care. Even the APC members, they are just licking their wound in the secret. They can't come out and complain. But within them, they are crying, they are dying, he's suffering and smiling.
Comrade. Comrade, can you kindly go back a little bit so that my viewers can see your face very well? They are complaining that they are not seeing you. Okay, better. This is the best way, I know. Okay, my next question. You mentioned the former deputy governor. And this takes me to another question. Because what people are saying is that you should have left before now, before when he left, right? And if we could remember vividly, the problem between the deputy governor then, that is His Excellency Agboola Ajayi, and the incumbent governor Rotimi Akeredolu, was when the governor was sick. Was when the governor was out of the state for maybe close to 2 months. Nobody knew where he was. And there was this accusation fingers pointed at the deputy, that he was the one responsible for Akeredolu's sickness, that he wanted Akeredolu to die, God forbid, he wanted Akeredolu to die so that he would take over governance. We were hearing that. I was following it. I was here in Canada, but I was following it events, and I'm sure if you recollect vividly, the day Akeredolu landed in Akure Airport, the deputy governor was there. to welcome him back. But it was glaring. Everybody saw it. The way he was fed. They refused the deputy governor there to even go near the governor. So the belief of the people was that that was the genesis of the problem. That the deputy governor then was over ambitious. How true is this?
Those are unsubstantiated allegations. They are superstitious. They are funded. Those are some of these cacophons do the government to get favor. If you have been, I'm very sure you are regular in your health. The distance between the deputy governor's official lodge and that of the governor is like from Basaye to S Bank. Right? Then those who are in charge of the feeding domestic arrangement of the governor, they are completely different. And the governor's lodge is not a place where you go to see the governor without seeing some security details. Even if it is has to be meeting in the middle of the night, the security will be there. So, well, those are not arguments. They are figment of the imagination of those who want to benefit from the dichotomy. But again, I can ask, when the deputy governor was sick, or do you know how many times he was sick? So who was responsible when he was sick? When his wife was sick and all of those, who was responsible? But these are the issues. These are some of the rumors. These are some of the unfounded
Okay. Thank you very much, comrade.
Particularly when you have squad like we have in our not real. It was not even worth mentioning.
Thank you, comrade. Thank you, comrade. Thank you, comrade. This gets to my next question, please. What is the general mood of the people of Ondo State? Now, with the nomination of more commissioners and advisors, coupled with the appointment of the governor's son as the Director General of PPMIU, that is a monitoring unit. What is the general mood of the people of Ondo State?
The general mood of the people could be likened to when there was the death of a very important person. From the general mood is start from Abababubu in the local government to Bobolo in Ureni.
Really?
Okay, Nakoko, to Akure, to Idori, to Vedore, everybody is sad. The situation is hopeless. The people just realize that, so, we have entered one chance. That you are traveling from Ore to Bini, and when you get to Ofosu, you discover that you have entered the wrong vehicle. They are shattered, they are sad, they are grieving. Because they knew this was coming, but they never knew it's going to come in this form. At least people thought that, okay, for instance, look at the list of commissioner. What is different? Nothing. You see Femi Agagu. What has she made in the past for 4 years? Some of them are credible people, but you have a governor that will not allow them even to exercise their responsibility, their function as commissioner. So I put up an article this morning and I was trying to analyze how the office of the First Lady has taken over the function of one key ministry, Ministry of Education. Madam now operates BIMO. What do they do in BIMO? They cherry pick some female students and take them and train them, education, computer, all of that. Those are the functions of Ministry of Education. But Madam will take them out of those days, sometimes we take them to where? How many children anyway? We just take about 50 children, those days. Whereas you can put the money, do what is called train the trainer, train some teacher who will come back and go back to all the various schools,
exactly.
Those things, and teach them computer. So that is Minister of Education is taking over. Minister of Women Affairs, through Fowoso, what does Minister of Women Affairs? It does. Organizing women, educating them about some little domestic economic, home economy and all of that. That's what Fowoso does. And Fowoso will even collect 10,000 every month from these women. So, the Commissioner for Women Affairs is jobless. That's figurehead.
Yeah, sorry, comrade. Sorry, comrade. On that issue, before you go further, I remember that the Commissioner for Women Affairs before now, she went away. I think she's not contesting for rep now. Is it Wumi? They call her Honorable Wumi. She was Commissioner for Women Affairs, and I learned she went on a wall. She just abandoned her duty because of, and when people ask, he said because of the overbearing of the First Lady. Please go ahead, please. I also want to chip in something here.
In that event, let me quickly tell you what happened. There was a program, and money was approved, and the woman was ready to implement the program. And the president asked the woman to bring the money. The woman said, "How can I bring you the money for my ministry?" That was what was their quarrel. So in that program, the woman left practically because she was not even allowed to deliver her address as Commissioner for Women Affairs. Everything was about president to president, and the woman left. And she never returned because she does not want to offend the Almighty First Lady. Now going to the third ministry, Ministry of Health. When you talk about cancer awareness, anything awareness or treatment of any illness, it is the responsibility and the people of the Ministry of Health, which in most cases will be manned by a medical doctor, satisfied medical doctor. But here we are. We have the office of the First Lady organizing program. Every program is cancer, as if the state is the headquarters of cancer. I don't have a problem with advocacy about the danger in any late detection of cancer, but that should not take the entire budget of Ministry of Health or the entire focus of Ministry of Health. Malaria kills more than cancer. What is it called? Diarrhea. Pregnant women should not die. So these are the issues. Now the last ministry, which is Ministry of Sport, two tennis girl and boot camp. Madam has taken over their key for Ministry of Sport. We now select few ladies, take them to wherever and start performing all the functions of Ministry of Health. This is the sad situation in Ondo State. We are practically all ministry have been taken over by the first family.
So now the state is they are to contend with with Mr. Governor as the husband, to contend with Arabiri as the first lady overseeing 4 ministries, and they are to contend with the son as the director general of all the projects in Ondo State. I don't know. You mentioned her taking over the Ministry of Health through cancer, but we have seen a lot of issues about this is cancer program through BRCAN. He said which she called Breast Cancer Association of Nigeria, and actually this very issue was what caused problem between myself and her. But this is a different issue because this is a different platform. I'm just trying to bring that here just to stress your point. You see, because what we realized in Savannah News was that even those women that has cancer, to get access to the First Lady is always a tug of war. Someone that has cancer that she's in pain, when she comes, the first thing they will tell her is to go and register, to go and pay. And how do you expect a woman that is in pain with cancer, if she has money, will she come to you? Understand? So most of the people that are fall back to JAF Care Foundation, which I am the president. They are these people that have tried to reach to her, they could not, and they will refer them to us at JAF Care Foundation. And to God be the glory, we try our best for them. You see, so I'm not trying to present a point on that aspect. That even the BRCAN is running. He's not running that Brecon with the fear of God at all. God sees my heart. I'm not against anybody, but I'm not saying the truth. She's not running it with the mind of God or the mind of helping people. She's running Brecon just to get money. You know, even the money in the state is even a small money she gets. The main money she gets is the money she gets from the international donors abroad. She gets money from the US, from Canada, from UK. International donors donate thousands of dollars. But unfortunately, this money doesn't get to the right people. If you realize a fight sometimes ago, about 2 years ago, with the first lady, where she went to use a woman picture to raise funds, and at the end of the day, the woman could not have access to the first lady. At the end of the day, the woman died. Even just this yesterday, a woman died. May her soul continue to rest in peace. She's from Okitupa. The husband got across to me about last year, and she told me that they could not access the first lady when she asked me that whether I can be of help for her wife that is affected by cancer, breast cancer. And I asked him that, what effort have you made to reach Brecon, who are mainly in charge of breast cancer? And he said they could not access the first lady. They tried almost 4 times on Akure, they could not access the first lady. They asked them to go and register with Brecon, and they don't have money. And we took it up. She was operated, and she was recovering very well. Unfortunately, we raised money from him. It's not my own personal money though. Oh, we lost him again. I'm sure he's going to come back. So where can you hear me? Are you there? Okay, we just lost you. Yeah, you're back. So the money we raised for this woman it wasn't my personal money. That is Nigerian situation for you. I think are you there somewhere? We lost him. When he comes back, I think we'll continue from there. We lost Owure again, and that is Nigerian situation for you. Gentlemen, it's like we lost Owure on the line along the discussion, and when he's back, we will link him up again to this studio. As we are saying, we are discussing about the situation in Ondo State, the appointments they have made, and the mood of the people. And so Owure said people are not so happy and whatever, but we are seeing congratulating messages on social media everywhere, congratulating the first son of the governor for his appointment. Are these messages, are they genuine, or are they just eye service felicitations? You know, so I don't know, but to me, no, I know any reasonable person will congratulate such a boy when the father is the governor, the mother is controlling 4 ministries in the state, and now the boy is controlling all the projects in the state. A very big portfolio. We are still waiting, and he mentioned about the nominees for commissioners. Where I saw my friend there, Razak Obe is there, who I see to be a very good, very talented brilliant chap. Razak Obe has carved a niche for himself in the oil sector. I felt if you can give him the chance to operate. And I saw my friend too, who is a businessman, a good entrepreneur. I'm talking of Otumba Dele Ologun. But the question is, would they give these people the free hand to operate? That is it. One thing is for them to give you appointment. The other thing is for them to allow you to work. That is the Nigerian factor for you. And that is peculiar to Ondo State, where the first lady, she's the one running the affairs of the state. Would they allow, look, the crop of commissioners nominated, they are very okay. Agagu is very okay as commissioner, but would they allow them to operate? Would they allow them to function? You are not bringing all these commissioners under your son. when the mother will be throwing her own directives, the son will be throwing his own directives, and the Almighty Father is there as the governor. So where is the freedom of the people? So if you are saying that the state is not a family affairs, then it's unfortunate. We are still trying to bring on board Showore. Let me try and link him up again and see if Nigerian network issue will be better. Let's see whether it will be better. We lost him. It seems it's not even okay. I think it's ringing. Let's see whether it will come back. We are still trying to link up with Showore because my audience are really enjoying the interview, and Nigerian factor, the network issue there is something else, but I'm still trying to get across to him. We lost him. No problem. We thank you for your audience. We thank you for your patience, and we will continue to bring from here. I think he's calling back. Let me see. Yeah, comrade, we lost you the other time. Okay, comrade.
Sorry.
Okay, you are back now. Okay. The viewers are still waiting for you. Yeah, comrade Showore Allen is back. Please, can you continue where you stop? People are still listening to you, Allen Showore.
Yes, I was talking about the fact that when you personalize institution, it becomes malfunction. The Ministry of Health has the responsibility and function to carry out some of these things. So when you bring an NGO because of the office or the privilege you enjoy to take over the function and responsibility of a ministry, which is an institution, and you are in government house, ostensibly people will not have access to you. But as you know, it is not the service that matters to madam. It is how much that can come at the end of the day. So they use the office to attract global attention and get aids, get funds from all these international donors. At the end of time, madam, does she even live in those states? Does she stay in those states? Today she's in Ibadan, today she's in. So we are talking about serious governance. Commissioner of Health should always be on ground. People should have access to him in the middle of the night. Can ordinary person have access to the work of the governor? Can you walk to him? Even if in the office, it's in the government house. Can you walk to government house? Like you will walk to office of the commissioner in the Ministry of Health. So these are the issues. But when these things started, people are raising concerns. Some people, because of what they will defend it. But now it is crystal clear for everybody. I'm even surprised this morning. There are people that are calling me to say that something is wrong with our state, and we must not keep quiet. It's unfortunate. We no longer have people like Baba Bonifi who mount the church and tell truth to power. We no longer have those elders who can call the governor and his family to order and say, look, things are not done like this. This is not no state of our dream. When I actually came, a lot of people were thinking that as an educated person, as a loyal SCN, you will be able to deliver on promise. You will be able to understand the challenges of the people. But instead, what we have is party after party ceremony. The resources of the state goes into every weekend is party. Either somebody is doing birthday in Ibadan, somebody is doing birthday in Lagos. And one wonders how many of these functions Arakure was able to attend when he was not the governor. So what you can do ordinarily when you were not in position of authority, you know the state resources, you cannot use this to satisfy your friends. Ondo State needs a governor that will stay with them, empathize with them, understand their pains and their agony. Governor people are feel threatened, feel that are too troublesome.
Yeah, comrade. You mentioned not giving the commissioners free hand to function. I still remember what happened. May so rest in peace. I mean the former commissioner for health, Dr. Adegbenro. He's a complete gentleman. I met him once in his office. He's a free man, very complete gentleman. But I remembered then, whether it's a rumor I don't know, that when during the COVID, he was reporting to the son of this same boy, the son of the governor, for the COVID palliative whatever. That was all he had. What am I saying? What I'm saying is that can't our people have integrity to throw in the towel when they felt they're being insulted? Because if I'm a commissioner and I have my role to play and you're not giving me the freedom to play that role, I think I will just take my excuse. So what do you think is responsible to that? That people will still sit down there and they will sit down with insult and they will still stay there. What do you think is responsible for that? You know, because I'm still wondering now how Femi Agagu, the like of Razak Obe, will be reporting to Babajide Akeredolu. I don't know. What do you think is responsible, comrade?
Yeah, what is responsible is that Nigeria leaders, Nigeria governors, majority of people find themselves in position of authority in Nigeria. Use poverty as a weapon. You may want to ask, what is responsible for delaying the appointment?
Seems we lost him again. It seems we lost him again. It seems the network today in Nigeria is so poor, but we will still be going our way. We'll still be making a headway. Yes, gentlemen and ladies, we lost him again. That is Nigerian network for you. We lost him again, and we're still waiting for him if he's going to come on board. Sorry to our viewers across the world. That is Nigerian situation, and if he's on board again, we'll bring him here to discuss, to throw more light on the issues on the table. I was saying he's mentioning that people are moody. People are in a serious cool mood in Ondo State. But we saw the social medias agog with felicitation, congratulations messages to this same boy. And we are still waiting to see how the likes of Femi Agagu, the likes of the former commissioner for the like of Igbasan, who was the commissioner for budget, and others, Razak Obe, Dele Ologun, will they come down to bow their head for this boy? Because invariably that office is the one controlling all the projects in all the ministries in Ondo State. We are still watching. And out of Ondo State now, we're still coming up to the issue of Hilton Hotel Ife. As we promised our viewers and everybody out there, we are following the case. The man in question, Adedoyin, is in police detention, and police are waiting for the autopsy of the guy, Adegoke. And we pray that the autopsy will come out this week so that we will know the report. But the report is glaring. Autopsy or no autopsy, why was the guy buried in your hotel premises without informing the authorities who are supposed to know? let's assume they want to claim that the guy died in their hotel. When he died in the hotel, who did you inform? Why did you go and bury him without even the relatives, the relations of the deceased? Why did you go and bury him without telling the police? So if they are hide, it seems that's where they are going to hide under. Okay, I think Allen is back again. Let's see. Allen is back again. Allen is back again. Allen is back again. Let's see if Allen is going to. Sorry, Allen is back. Okay, I think Allen is back. Allen, Allen is like your network is not okay there.
I have to change. I have to change from one. You know Nigeria now.
Oh, okay. Okay, please, my viewers are still on. They are still there from UK, from US. I can see them from Australia, from where is this? Oh, from South Africa too is here. They are still listening. They are watching. Even from Nigeria, Lagos, Nigeria. Yes, I can see you. Benin, I can see you. Abuja, and numerous friends from Akure are there. Yeah. So before the break in transmission, you mentioned that you just said that the state was very moody, they are not happy in the state. But when Savannah News took a survey, we went on the social media, we saw a lot of people congratulating the Director General of PPMIU, that is in person of Babajide Akeredolu. They were pouring out congratulatory messages for him. And even from your own zone where you came from, there are a lot of people that are pouring out congratulation messages for him from Ilaje, from Eseodo, from Irele, from Akure, and everywhere in the state. So why are you saying they are moody? I don't think they are moody with what we are seeing on social media. What's the take about this?
Yes, those congratulatory messages you see were orchestrated, they were bought, they were financed, they were not genuine. Student that drop out, he is now congratulating his mate, who is going to be at the end of affair of the state, whose father has increased tuition fees, congratulating. You know something is wrong. Even the APC youth, if you watch their mood on the Facebook, other new media platform, you see that they are demoralized because they have defended this to the state, to the level, to the point that they can no longer defend it. It's now dawned on them, no, that the worst has happened. Because look, if the governor has given his son the chief of staff like he threatened or he promised, it would have been better.
Of course.
This man, performance, DG performance, that is one. Then project monitoring and implementation and unit of the state. The DG of performance means that he will now be checking the performance of all the commissioners. I call it coordinating commissioner.
Coordinating commissioner.
So, he will now be coordinating the one that he said does not perform. So if you like, turn upside down. If the son of the governor says you have not performed, that means your next proposal will not fly because there will be a report on you that you have not performed. And this performance, the yardstick is the conscience of the son of the governor. It's the heart, the sentiment of the son of the governor. His performance is going to be based on his own judgment. There's nobody anywhere who is going to sit down to set this key performance indicator. It is the son of the governor who will set it with his next to nothing experience. I read the argument of the APC and it was laughable, although I know majority of them too, they are lamenting, but there's nothing they can do. They have to swallow it. It's a bitter pill that they have to swallow. Where is there to get the experience? Where? Tell me now. And majorly, most of the places in the past, if they are succeeded, you would not have been looking for for a new appointment now. He was in charge of Futa Tech Hub. Did he succeed? He was in charge of bitumen prospecting with the late Demoti up and down. Carrying, there was a time they able to construct one waste disposal.
One truck.
Begins in those days. He was in charge of ODIPA, that's Ondo State Investment Promotion Agency.
Serious.
Did he succeed?
So you have been everywhere before, even before now.
We signed more than 100 MOU. None of those MOU fly. There was a time that I was even angry. We went to one of the MOU those days along Federal Road. The consultant, they said, we are going to eat the rice in December. Up to now, the place still remains forest. They was in charge of investment promotion. He didn't succeed. Now, before now, he was giving the mineral forest resources, those things. The one that the consultancy taken away from Alex Agipe, that is another discussion for another day. There is a problem brewing. Yes, why godson of Mr. Governor, who has been fronting for him many businesses, but their relationship has gone down over senatorial ambition.
What?
He took
where is the plywood? The plywood they are producing in Ore, and the lace factory.
And the cassava to ethanol. I remember the day we went for the cassava to ethanol, they brought President Buhari, and they brought all the cassava in Irele, all the cassava in Ajagba and Eseodo. And they said they are going to start processing cassava to ethanol. If you go there now, the situation is a sorry case. And there's something that we must equally mention. The way they have sold out all the forests in the south, Mr. Jam, is worrisome. They are taking over all the land of our people. Sold it to themselves. So our farmers are now stranded. They no longer have land to farm.
Please, comrade. Anything you say on Savannah News Television, please substantiate it. Which land was sold, please? We want to know.
If you are going to Lagos.
Yes.
Right side after all those areas before you get to the boundary of Ogun. It was sold to Waywood for the planting of 10,000 Malena trees. Those people did not plant up to 2,000. And they start deforestation. There's another very big parcel of land opposite this within Okutupa local government. It has been sold to West Africa Forestry. Those ones, they are the in-law to Mr. Governor. Those ones too, they promise to plant trees. But what they are doing now is they are harvesting trees. The opposed forest. That is the forest between the boundary of Ondo and Edo by the left side before you get to Okada to Idori. It's a vast forest. It is sold out. So this is the major concern of our people. Why are you telling us some of these contract is 99 years for harvest of foreign resources? And people are now crying.
Are you excuse comrade? You mentioned one that concerns me so much. You said they have sold one land in Okutukupa. Is their body? Is he aware of this? Because this same Abodi, to me they call him Abodi of Ikale. To me, I see him as Abodi of Ikoya anyway. But that's my own stand. That's my own opinion. Well, but because their body is supposed to be in charge of those lands, and you know that the son is part of this new nominees as special advisor. That a land was sold. I'm sure before a land of that magnitude will be sold out, the paramount ruler of that area should be in the know. You are in government before. Is Abodi aware of those lands sold?
Let me tell you, Mr. Jam. When we came on board, they put up what they call Land Reform Committee to look at the arrangement of lands in Ondo State. Even this one that we are talking about was the one that brought the consultant. When they changed the arrangement for lands, ownership, and sales of land, they put everything now under Land Bureau. It was created and put under the governor's office. It was Donald Ojogo then as Commissioner for Land and Housing. That time he was even complaining that the signing of a certificate of occupancy has been taken away from the Ministry of Land and Housing. They now put it under this Land Bureau. So it is the governor who now signed. So this arrangement has taken away the old arrangement where you consult all the stakeholders. And you know, ordinarily, the Land Use Act puts the entire land in the state, particularly in the urban area of the state, under the trust of the governor. The governor is in charge of the whole land, but he is to use it for the benefit of the people. But the point now is that either the arrangement, either the governor is using it for the benefit of the people, or is using it for the benefit of himself or a member of the family. That your TV station need to go and investigate, because I am aware that about 40% of land even in Alagbaka, those land that naturally belong to the state government for the purpose of building offices have been sold out. And I will give you an example. Providence Bank, where Providence Bank is now, is a land belong to the government for the purpose of building government offices. There's another one now. There's another one now. What is it called? Global Bank. Immediately after any bank. These are land that belong to the government, and all the land in Alabaka area, they have taken it over through this land reform that I'm telling you. So 40% of land that hitherto belongs to the governor and the government for the purpose of public office building have been privatized. They have been sold out, but I'm very sure when the next government comes, some of these things will be reversed. So I'm not worried.
Yeah, comrade.
I'm not going to be there for life.
Comrade, you see, you have worked with these people. You have been in government house for some years. You have worked closely with the governor, and I'm sure you have worked closely with this same boy called Babajide Akeredolu. I don't know. Is the guy a genius? What is his discipline? Because when you talk about investment, is there. You talk about forestry, he's there. You talk about health, is there. You talk about health sector, you talk about IT, maybe computation of what's it called, of staff salaries, what's it called? They call it remitter. He's there. What is the guy's discipline? Does he know everything? Because it's everywhere in the state. Everything that any economic activities in the state is present. Even right now, we are hearing that the an airline that is shuttling between Ondo State, Abuja, and whatever, the Akeredolu has interest in that airline, and this same boy is in charge of that interest, investment in that airline. You have worked closely with them. Please, what is your take on this? Is the guy so brilliant that he knows everything?
Thank you, Mr. Jeff. There is nothing extraordinary about anybody. And when you ask, is he a genius? If he's a genius, will he be in the state looking for undeserved privilege? He's school abroad. So if he was genius, perhaps he would have been retained by one of the multinationals at the global level. But no, how will he be a genius? Who is he going to take after? Well, all I can tell you is that there's a lacuna somewhere. Somebody does not know how to do something and is desperately looking for help. So the boy is taking advantage of the weakness, the sad, of his own father. He's using that weakness of the relationship between father and son to extort the father. There's nothing bad if you help your father out, but you should not take advantage of your father. And that's what has happened. It's not a genius. Even the first instance, his discipline, like you said, he funded the controversy. Nobody knows his qualification. He cannot come out and tell us that, oh, I'm an engineer, oh, I read the mechanical engineer, or I read. He's funded the controversy because he's afraid that maybe somebody will call him and ask him to offer professional advice or professional advice. No, he's only doing what is called public relation, or what is called Agbero style. If you go to garage, anybody who wants to go to Benin, arrange. All those touting and government office. So it's executive touting. That's what you want to see my father, what do you come for? Okay, I'm going to help you out. Your contract will work. So he takes you to his father. You want to see my father, you are from Germany, he takes you to see his father. That's what he's been doing. He's not doing anything. And that's why I would have loved if Akeredolu has given his son one military, maybe military of sport, or any of the military that is tasked, where the performance can be, determined by the people. Or Minister of Education, is it not qualified to be teacher in Fuasaye? Let him go and teach and let us see him now. Abi, or let him handle one specific ministry and let him perform, not this role of supervision. You want to be supervised? Who do you want to supervise?
He's supervising his elders.
Yes, elders. So, there's no yardstick to measure that supervision. You want to be supervised? Performance. Who is performing? In the first instance, if the government does not release money, what can the commissioner do? What can he do? And if he releases money and is given task to go and bring part of the money, what can he still do? So the performance index is roguish. If you are Minister of Health and they release 1 million naira to you to go and do one project and they ask you to bring and keep quiet, you know you already fail, you cannot complain, you still fail, the performance, but if you perform and you fail to do their wish, they will see mark you 0. So the situation is dicey, but I can tell you, there's nothing special about everybody. There's nothing.
Yeah, comrade, how about you're in Abuja now? If you wake up one day and you see Babajide in House of Rep, what would be your countenance?
Look, the Anambra election has shown that gradually that the people decision is coming to fruition. People are now taking their destiny in their hand. Babajide cannot even win councillorship in all.
No, but you see, if you come to our politics, and what Savannah News Television have really investigated and we got our findings is this: the Akeredolu and the mother, that is Betty Akeredolu, they are trying to position their son for House of Rep for war or say constituency. That's their game plan. And this brought our own premonition about people that are qualified from Owo. The likes of Femi Adekambi, Femi Adekambi is a vibrant young man, and others from that area. But now, Femi Adekambi is in the same party with Mr. Governor. But I can assure you, if they want to give him that ticket, Babajide will get the ticket of APC. And that's why I throw you that question. If they give you a ticket, anything can happen, because the father can use his power as the governor, and you know how our people are. The moment they see money, they forget about their suffering. So what I'm telling you, when you wake up one morning and you now see Babajide in the House of Rep in Abuja, representing Owo or State constituency, what will be your reaction?
Well, In Nigeria, like Abiola said before he died, even the most unexpected can happen. But I can tell you, even if he's given the ticket of the APC under a free, fair, and credible election, cannot win. But Nigeria factor. But even again, let me tell you, this ambition is what is tearing APC in our party. And whether we like it or not, unless I compare the stakeholder, the other people too who have interest in this. Don't forget, the younger brother of the government wanted to be Vice Chancellor of Adekunle Ajaku. It did not work now. Cannot to fail. He failed they call it interaction.
Are you sure? Are you sure of this? My viewers want to hear more about that. The junior brother of the governor of Ondo State, Akeredolu, vied to be a vice chancellor. Are you sure of this?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. You can ask. It's a public knowledge. He didn't make it. So sometimes it is not all the wishes of those who are in power that comes to pass. Sometimes they try and they fail. When the people resist them, they fail. So even this one that he has done, I'm very sure he's not going to get away with it. This is on those states.
Yes.
This is on those states.
Yes, comrade. I mean, what you just said just brought out another question. The argument of those people congratulating the son of the governor, some of them that I interacted with, they said, Shebi Mimiko made his brother the vice chancellor of Akungba. What happened? That he made him the vice chancellor of Akungba. That so there's no crime if Akeredolu decides to make his son the director general of all the projects in the state. What is your take on this?
You see, a lot of ignorance is hovering on above majority of our youth. When Mimiko was governor, even before he became governor, his younger brother, Femi Mimiko, was already a professor. He grew through the ladder. He came from the then University of Ado, which was later transformed into UNAD. Before Ade relocated the Ondo State part to Akungba. When he came to Akungba in 2000, Professor Mimiko became the HOD of Political Science Department. He became the dean faculty of Social and Management Science. He later became deputy vice chancellor under Professor Akere. Even Agagu, Mimiko contested to be vice chancellor, but didn't get it. Mimiko was the university orator of Adekunle Ajaku University. So he was eminently qualified. People should not miss issue. With or without Mimiko, Dr. Segun Mimiko, Femi Mimiko will have become vice chancellor of any universities in Nigeria. He can even become vice chancellor of university in Africa or anywhere in the world. But we are saying this: appointing the son of the governor is not a crime, but give him position. Like if you are made him maybe essay on technical advice or something that is just little, where he can go and learn experience, or you get my point.
Yeah.
It's not even required. Why must everybody in the governor's family be in government? But giving him that overall position, a position that oversees the affair of all the agency, ministry, and department of government, is a betrayal of public trust. Given to his father by the people is a betrayal of their mandate. The people has come together. They give the father the mandate to administer the state in the best interest of the state. The father now turn around to give his son the responsibility. So what we have is a layer of father, son, before you get to the next person, which is wrong. 98% of the resources of Ondo State are now concentrated in the hand of just 2% of the people, which the first family is integral part of. So that's what we are saying is wrong. It's nepotism. There's no other way to for example, is for Buhari appointing his son, the coordinating minister of the Nigerian economy. People, he's still appointing people from his own tribe. People are complaining because the constitution is very clear. You must give people that sense of belonging from all the zones, all the components of the state. It's not a family business. Governance is public trust. It's not a family business. So it's a betrayal of trust. Anybody who is saying that out of ignorance. Out of ignorance. All the former governor in Ondo State, we don't even know the children of the people. Up to now.
No.
Do you know the middle?
No, at all.
Up to now, the family of Adagu had plane crash before we start to hear about Adagu.
Yeah. Even Adefarati, it was when he became commissioner, we just started hearing about Adefarati, Boyega.
Boyega became commissioner under Credo before we started hearing about. So Adefarati never made. Boyega was a mature man. As at the time, his father was a governor. He was capable. He was old enough to be commissioner. But Adefarati never met him. But you only see him in his father's parlor, play around. He enjoyed the company of the people. He was more rude to his father commissioner. He never took over any function of government. But just coordinating. These things are necessary because you are leaving behind the legacy. The legacy. What are we going to remember him for? Nepotism, greed. This is greediness. If you want to give his son appointment for the service of the state, let him appoint him as a teacher in Fuasayo or any of the secondary school in Nigeria. Maybe it's like you, maybe you are suggesting.
Yeah.
Let him go and impart the life of the people. Those secondary school students, they will now know that, they have served the state. You cannot serve the state from top down. You cannot use your privileged position to impoverish the people or to enrich yourself. It's not done.
Yeah, Comrade Allen Shogure, a lawyer, a political analyst, a comrade, a former special assistant to the governor of Ondo State, has been with us on this studio trying to analyze the latest appointment of Mr. Governor. Comrade, the last point here is this. What is your advice to the youths out there in Ondo State? What hope do they have for the future?
My advice to the young people is that, they say the lamentation of the past can only be relevant if only it forms the basis of transforming the present to a better future. We cannot sit down and be lamenting. And that's why I'm sad when young people are hailing this present administration, because the future is not secured. It's not secured. You can no longer send children to school. You can no longer afford health. You can no longer even eat conveniently. Ordinary water in Ondo State. You now know that they are now buying water in Ondo State. They are not buying water. Ondo South Central District has been in the dark for the past 10 years. And nothing is done about it. And somebody will come and say, we have achieved, we are industrializing. How do you industrialize without electricity? How does the governor sleep knowing that from Odibo down, that the people are in the dark? So my advice to the youth is that they must come up from their shell and continue to participate and be courageous. You have nothing to lose except your chain. Hailing governor, hailing all the decisions of governor can only give you maybe 30,000 naira per month to buy data. But if you take your decision, your destiny in your hand now, who said you cannot even be governor? If Akérèdọ́lù were to be governor today, it will be in court. If this other person that has taken this decision, Akérèdọ́lù will have been in court challenging this decision.
Exactly.
So today he's taking this, but we must tell him, we must let him know that, Oga, some of you who are not vocal, you can even put it in the form of prayer. Because for me, I think the governor needs a lot of empathy. You have to empathize with him. Family have taken advantage of him. And it's not good for his integrity. The former president of Nigeria Bar Association, the senior advocate of Nigeria, will now be in charge of Ondo State, and the state has gone under the drain. Nobody can say anything good about the payment of salary become an issue. They have nationalized the payment of salary of the worker. The worker don't even know how much they are being owed, the percentage. Today they will pay 10%, tomorrow they will pay 5%. You cannot even calculate. So all our public institutions have been destroyed. And somebody is there, you say you are a young man, because you can afford to buy data, you say, congratulations. Congratulations for what? Not destroying your future. Are you not qualified to be SA? Are you not qualified to be one of the key positions? Some of my colleagues who were together, who have been posting on Facebook since 5 years, they are still posting.
They are still posting.
Don't know it's the best. Don't know it's the best. It's the best thing that happened to those states. Yet the state is going down. If somebody does something that is good, I don't disagree. You comment him, but when he does something that's not in the best interest of the state, we have to say it. He himself, Akeredolu himself, he likes somebody who tells truth. If all of us come together and tell him that what you have done is wrong, I'm telling you, he will go and change that decision. That's what we are saying.
But psychophants will be telling him, okay, you have done the right thing. That is our problem.
Yeah, but some of them, when you see them outside, they will say, why can't you come out and say it? Even if you don't have to say it, why can't you just keep quiet? Instead of you praising. Your friend who has been praising, now the list of appointments is out. Where is his name?
No, but there are still appointments. There are still Osopadek is still there. Superb is still there. So
this place is still vacant. Don't say library board.
Library board is still vacant.
And education. Christian welfare board. All those.
So there's still a lot of vacant. There's still a lot of positions that can be filled up. That's why you are seeing them. They are throwing out congratulatory messages up and down to gain the favor of the guy. Because I even learned that to get an appointment now in Ondo State, you have to pass through Babajide Akeredolu. He has to endorse you. He has to approve you before you give you a position in Ondo State. We have never had it so bad in that state at all. We have never had it so bad. And our prayer in Ondo State is that we should have a governor that is coming next, that is coming to clean all these debts. You see, Comrade Allen, if we go by history, Akeredolu is not new to history of justification. Let me put it that way. You know, when he served Oyadebule, he had an issue. A panel was constituted, and he was indicted by the Adefarati's regime then. I'm sure you are aware of that. And when this same Akeredolu was the NBA president, if you remember very well, you are in Abuja, go to the NBA building. When that building was erected, the first name on that building was Rotimi Akeredolu's building. But something happened. They removed his name. His name was deleted from that building. Something happened. This same issue of family affairs. He gave contract to the wife's company. He gave contract to the son's company while he was the NBA president. And they constituted a panel for him as the NBA president, and he was found wanting, and they removed his name from that building. Today, if not so, today that building that is standing in Abuja, the NBA building, will have still be carrying Rotimi Akeredolu building. They removed his name from that thing. It's a known fact. But you know, Ondo State knew all this. and they still went ahead and to present him. Even you yourself, you went and worked for him. These are the issues. So what can we say about that? Because I know his antecedents before now. We all know his antecedents.
I told you, politics is about options. It's about choice. In 2015, the governorship race in Ondo State presented Akeredolu and Eyitayo Gegede. The then governor, Mimiko, just finished 8 years from the central.
Yeah, exactly.
This party went ahead and picked Gegede again from the central. Akeredolu, then of APC, was from the north.
I got you.
I was the general two people of Ondo State that in the interest of justice, we should allow the thing to go back to the north.
Exactly.
So
Okay.
I
got you.
It was a general opinion of the people. But what is important is that, like I said, even when you marry a woman, and first, second year into your marriage, you discover that she's not compatible, you are not bound to remain with her for life. You have the option of divorce. You have the option of separation. So, what the Nigerian people most of the time, the mistake they make is that which does not happen in the past war. When America voted for Donald Trump and they discovered that he was not doing right, they voted him out. So the next level we should get to is that when you now vote for a man and in a position of authority and you have the opportunity to examine him and you know that he's not doing the right thing, when the opportunity represent itself to voting, you vote him out. So that's where the decision lies.
Thank you, comrade. Thank you very much for your time today. We are really happy about your analysis about the event in Ondo State, and we will be bringing on board again here a member of the APC because we want to be balancing the whole thing so that it won't look as if we are one-sided in Savannah News Television. We are going to bring a strong apostle of Rotimi Akeredolu and his government on this same TV station soon, very, very soon. We are bringing him on board to come and say his own side of the story. Whether it's right, we now put it at the public desk for them to decide. But if you ask me personally, my own individual opinion, what Mr. Governor is doing is not right at all. Thank you, Comrade Allen Showore, for your time with Savannah News Television. We are very happy having you. Have a great day, and I hope Abuja is bright today because I can see your window from behind. That Abuja is sunny. Am I right?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. That is a great news. Thank you very much. It's only here in Toronto, Canada. It's a little bit sunny, but it's cold because we are getting into winter very soon. Thank you from this end. Thank you, Comrade Allen Showore. Thank you very much. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we just finished with Comrade Allen Showore, a lawyer, a public affairs analyst, a comrade, and also a strategist. He was the essay to the governor of Ondo State, and he was the spokesperson for the deputy governor during I'm sure most of you know him. He's a good writer too as well. I forgot to say, he's a very good writer. Gentlemen and ladies, thank you for being with us all this while for the past 1 hour. And we will be bringing here, as I said earlier, we'll be bringing an APC member on this platform to discuss the same issue of this appointment, whether it is fair or not. Thank you and God bless. And I wish all my viewers across the world today is happy Father's Day. Hope you guys remember. I wish all the men, all the fathers out there a happy Father's Day. And All those ones taking care of their children are the father. We according to my friend, he said we get father and we get papa. You know, the father are the ones that are really there for their children. And today, I on this through this platform, I wish all the fathers there, all the true father there, a happy Father's Day, and God bless you all for viewing us.
Like and subscribe to our page on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter at Savannah News TV. Tune in and watch Savannah News TV. We are live. Savannah News TV. We create awareness about happenings in Africa. Savannah News TV. We are distinct, we are focused, we deliver top-notch news in Savannah News TV. Equitable reporting without fear or favor. Savannah News TV. 10 seconds into change to us and our environment is our air. Savannah News TV. Tune in and watch Savannah News TV. We are live. Savannah News TV. Our CEO Prince Radekonde Oluchimi Jabo. Savannah News TV. I'm a living witness. Keep watching Savannah. Savannah News TV. Like and subscribe to our page on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter at Savannah News TV.